Hi viewers, welcome to Beginners Tech Group.
Every language supports. Even in C sharp also, we have various loops. Okay, so the first one, if you see the while loop. Okay, so what it does, suppose there is a requirement where if you want to execute the set of statements, okay, uh, repeatedly based on the condition, whatever the condition satisfies until the condition satisfies. So if you want to execute some set of statements continuously, you can use this while loop. Especially these loops, usually all the loops will be like iterating in a loop, executing a set of statements several times, we will use the loops. So the while loop, the syntax, if you see the while loop syntax, so it will be like while in a parenthesis, we are going to specify the condition expression, conditional expression, whatever it is. So, and then within the braces, whatever the body of the loop is like a statements, multiple statements we can write inside that body. Okay, so the condition, so this is the condition. So as long as the condition is true, the statements inside the body will execute. If the condition false, it stops the execution. It comes out from the loop. Okay, so that is about the while loop. So if you see the example, okay, so in this below example, if you see, we have declared and assigned an integer variable counter with the value 1. And here the while, and here we are using a conditional expression. So this condition, what we used, counter less than or equal to 5. And then inside the braces, we can write a multiple statements. Okay. And after the statements at the end, I have specified counter plus plus. Okay. So I will just give you the details about this example if you see. So the initially we are assigning a value 1 and the condition counter less than or equal to 5 is nothing but 1 less than or equal to 5. Yes, it is a true. So as the condition is true, it will go to the statements inside the body. Okay, whatever the statements we have written, one or multiple statements, it will execute those statements. And then at the end, we are giving a counter plus plus. Why this is required? If you see, this is the most important. We should not forget the incrementing the counter, because we are using this counter variable for our condition. So as long as the condition satisfies, the statements will execute repeatedly. So if we don't use this, what will happen? Always counter less than or equal to 5, it satisfies, always it satisfies. So it means it continuously it will execute the statements within that body. So it never ends. Okay, it becomes a infinite loop. Okay, so forever it will keep running those statements only. So to avoid that, we should use this counter incrementing. So we know this increment operator plus plus, it means it increments one value of the variable counter, so that initially the counter will be 1. So when it executes the counter plus plus, it will become 2. So like that, so this loop will continue until the counter less than or equal to 5. So once the counter become greater than 5, then it will stop executing the statements of this body. So this is about the while loop. We will go even more details with the examples. Okay. After completion of all the loops, okay, we have a various loops, while loop, do while loop, for each loop. So we will go one by one. So first we discuss now about while loop. Now we will look at about do while loop. Okay. And what is this do while loop? When actually it is useful. And if you see about the do while loop, so the syntax, if you see, the do we are giving as a keyword statement, keyword first, and then we are starting the braces and closing the braces, nothing but the block of the code, the body of the loop we are specifying. And at the end, we are having the while and condition. So this is the syntax. If you look at the while syntax and do while syntax, okay, the while condition is at the end of the body of the loop. So what this loop does is nothing but at least once the body of the loop will be executed, because the condition we are specifying at the end. So for that reason, at least once it will execute, and then it will check the condition. If the condition satisfies, it continues to execute the next iteration, nothing but next loop. Like that, until the condition satisfy, it will continue. Once the condition fails, then it will stop executing the loop. So the only the difference, if you see here, compared to the while loop and do while loop, the only the difference is in the do while loop, at least once it will execute. The second, third, whether it executes or not, it's depend on the condition satisfied. What we specified the condition, whether that condition is satisfies and whether it becomes true or not. It depends on that. If the condition is true, then it repeats one more time or until the condition satisfies. If condition is the fail, condition become false, then it stops the execution. So that is the difference between the while and do while loop. The example, if we take example here, we assigned a counter variable with the 15 and we started do, and if we have a multiple statements, and we should have even the counter value. Whatever the conditions, usually to loop, you are going to keep a counter increment or decrement, whatever it is. And then the while condition, here the condition we specified counter less than or equal to 5. So if you see the condition we have specified at the end, so the first it will complete these statements, execution of these statements, then it will check the condition. The condition, if you see, counter less than or equal to 5 is nothing but 15 less than or equal to 5. Is it true? No, it is false. So it stops repeating the execution of the loop. It just come out. But if you observe here, even though the condition is false, one time it is executed, because the condition we specifying here in a do while at the end of the body of the loop, so that once it will execute, then it will stop. So this is about the do while. Suppose if you specify the counter equal to 1, then it continues. First time it will execute, and when it checks the condition, 1 less than or equal to 5 is a true, so that it will execute one more time. Like that, if you use the increment, even it will continue the execution until the becomes greater than 5. So like that, few examples. Okay, so here the same, whatever the counter, I am just declaring and assigning with the 0, and then even I can assign with the 1 as well, and less than or equal to 5, and then counter plus plus. So here less than or equal to, I can use it. So now int counter equal to 1, and I am just writing here console write line method using just to write on the screen while example. And if you observe here, I am just specifying /n. So what this does, /n, it means it gives a one line extra. Usually the console write line method, what it does, it writes the string, whatever we specified in a parameter, in a line and it will move to the second line. Okay, but here it will give you one more line extra. So instead of writing console.writeLine method one more time like this, we can just write the slash n within the string. We can write a slash n so that it's nothing but after while example, it will give you one more blank line. So you can use additional console.writeLine method, or simply we can put within the string slash n. So one slash n gives one blank line. If you want multiple, you can give multiple slash n's. Similar way, one tab if you want to give slash t. So like that, in the C# language, we have the characters literals representation slash n slash t like that, so that we can get the accordingly within the string. Slash n gives a new line, slash t gives a one tab space. So like that. So here I am using only one line, blank line, just for a readability when we execute the program. And then counter less than or equal to 5 and console.writeLine counter. This is the string, and here the placeholder of the variable value to substitute. We have learned in earlier class. So same way I have written 0 and then counter value. And then I'm incrementing counter plus plus as I explained. If we don't increment this, then it will go in a continuous loop. So to avoid that, I am just executing this the counter plus plus. I am writing a statement counter plus plus to increment the value. So this is the one example of the while what we discussed. A similar way, as we already declared a variable counter, so I am not declaring once again. I am just assigning a fresh value 1, counter equal to 1. So why? Because here counter incremented, right? So I want to reset once again from the starting to from the 1. So I just reset it to 1, and then here also I can use less than or equal to 5. However, we can use is the condition. Okay, and then here I am writing a string on the screen, do while example. Here before also I am making a one new line, and after also I am making a one new line, so that the previous example text and the next example text to give a space in between. Okay, and then here again counter WriteLine, counter plus plus, and while condition less than or equal to 5. The condition I am using at the end. And here I have used a different way of outputting on the screen with the placeholder for the variables. So even in earlier example also I have given in a previous class. So the same I am just for you guys to understand once again the difference, how we can use it. I am just writing here once again console.writeLine. Here we need to observe this, the dollar symbol. Here we don't have a dollar symbol. Here we are keeping a dollar symbol. This is the important to write in this way to substitute the variable value in the string. So here we are using a placeholder with the braces 0, and then here in a parameter we are passing the variable counter. But here the placeholder itself we are using a variable. So this format of writing we should use the dollar symbol. If you don't use dollar symbol, then it won't substitute this value. It will write as it is. So this you need to understand. The two ways, whichever comfort you can use, two ways. So that is to give you that two ways of representation I am showing you here. Even in a later on complex programming when we write, even I can introduce the some more options. So and then counter plus plus is the condition I am using counter less than or equal to 5. Okay, and I will just here one more example I am taking by declaring a variable int x equal to 1 and sum equal to 0, and then do while loop same, and then after this I am writing the value. So here inside what I am doing, I have declared here two variables x and sum, and x assigned with 1, sum assigned equal to 0. And here what I am doing, the variable sum plus equal to x I have written. So what it means, we have learned in a assignment operators, if you see, the plus equal to, it's nothing but it reads sum equal to sum plus x. So this is nothing but sum equal to sum plus x. So for simplicity, as we have the assignment operators plus equal to, so I have used it here, sum plus equal to x. Okay, and then I'm incrementing the value x. X plus plus means x will become x. This is nothing but x equal to x plus 1. So instead of writing like this, we are using a increment operator. So that this is the things. So now what it does, if you see, it adds the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 5. Why? Because we have used a condition less than or equal to 5. Once the x becomes 6, then it will come out from this loop, so that it will add the values from 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So that value it returns here. So what here I am using again with this dollar. So to give a new line, front I used a one new line, and sum of values 1 to 5 equal to, I just used the placeholder with the variable. So sum. So that the value whatever stored here, that value will be displayed here. So these are the examples, while and two examples with the do while. Okay, so now I will execute this. So debug, start without debugging. So if I execute, so we will see, it will compile it. Yeah, so now it's executed. See, we just, if you observe how the output, so if you see, okay, so now the example, say first how we have written the while example, right line we have used, so that while example, it showed on the screen. So the blank line you can observe because of the slash n, we have got a blank line. And then the loop, while loop, counter less than or equal to 5. If you see, the initially value assigned is 1. So first it's printed, the counter is 1, the braces 0. So within the braces 0, it's nothing but it substitute the counter value. So first is the 1, so 1 is substituted, so it's displayed on the screen, the counter is 1. Like that, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after 5, it stopped executing within the loop. So only 5 times it's written on the screen. As a value, variable value becomes 6, so it stopped executing and it's come out of the loop and it's gone to the next statement. So again, we resetted a counter value equal to 1. So we just printed on the screen do while example, before one blank space we have given, after one blank line we have given, so that the gaps you can observe. Even this example also, if you see, it gives same result 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because counter value is 1, so it's satisfied, so that at least the counter value, whether it is satisfies or whatever the condition satisfies or not, it executes once, so that counter is 1, it's printed. Then counter less than or equal to 5 satisfies, so that it continues and it writes the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and after once it becomes a 6, the condition becomes false, so that it will come out of from the loop. So then next, the next example, int x equal to 1, sum equal to 0, the loop, if you see 1 to 5, it's displaying the result as a 15. So we know that, so 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, nothing but 15. Total sum of the values from 1 to 5 is a 15, so that the result is 15. So this is how the loops, how it is executing. Okay, I will just show you even in detail how the execution is happening in these loops. I explained now, okay, but the execution, how it happens, how we can see the visibility, so we will see that now. See how that can be done. So in the Visual Studio, we have that provision also. So far, I told you guys to execute with application for the program start without debugging. So far we have done start without debugging. On the top we have start debugging. So what is the debugging? So we know very well that, so whatever the programming we write, okay, we need, if there is any issues in the program or the program is executing properly the way how we are expecting, whether it is doing properly or not. So whatever the way, or if you want to trace any issues in the program, suppose whatever the program we have written, the output, it's not behaving the way what we expected. So somewhere it is going wrong. We have in our logic, maybe we want to find out where the logic gone wrong. Okay, so such kind of situations, the debugging the code is always helps. That is the most important for every programmer in any language to debug. There will be a situation several times we want to debug our code to trace any issues. Okay, so that I will show you even to understand the execution, how it happens. Okay, how we can do that. Okay, so for that, so far we have done start without debugging. So we can just run with the debugging. So it gives the debugging. It will step into the your code each line by line, nothing but a statement by statement, and you can understand well about how the execution happening. Okay, so it's executing, and then see the pointer, the execution pointer stopped here because we have put here a breakpoint. So it stopped here. Earlier it's continuously executed. Now even we discussed earlier, the main method is the starting point, so that it started from here line by line in a sequence manner, it executing. So now after completion of this, so the condition satisfied, so that it is coming here. Now if you want to do one more line step in, again you can do step and step in. So, or we can use the F11. So hereafter I will use the F11 function key. So now it's coming here. Now if I click one more time F11, it's moved to the next. Now you see counter is a 1. Now if I execute this, if we go to the screen, okay, if we go to the screen now, we can see here the counter is 1. That also displayed because this statement also executed. So like that you can understand how the statements executing line by line. So now I'm executing this statement. So what this does, it increments, right? So when I am executing, you can observe below the value is 2. It's nothing but it's incremented 1. Previously it was 1. So it incremented to a next value by incrementing a 1, so that it comes to 1 plus 1, it becomes 2. So now it is a loop, right? So it goes again. See how it goes. I'm clicking pressing F11 function key. See, again it's gone up. So earlier we observed the statements execution is in a sequence manner, but as we used here a loop, the statements after completion of the loop, once again its statement execution moved to the beginning of the loop. So now here it checks the condition. Counter less than or equal to 5. The counter value is 2. 2 less than or equal to 5. If I press F11, it's satisfied, so that it's written on the screen. Okay, value 3. value 2 written, now value became 3. So you can observe the below. Like that, I'm pressing F11. So value 3, it's written, now it's became 4. Again, 4 less than or equal to 5 satisfying. So it's going, it's executing. Now the value became 5. So if you see the output window, see now it's written 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's written up to the 4. So because the values up to the 4. Now here it is a 5. The current value, it is a 5. So now if I go top, here 5 less than or equal to 5. Yes, it's true. So now again it's written 5 and now it's incremented, the value becomes 6. So again it will go up because the loop beginning it will go. Here we have a condition. So the value now, the counter value is 6. 6 less than or equal to 5. The statement is false. So the while loop should not repeat. So if I press F11, see directly it jumped to this point, counter equal to 1. So this is how the looping will happen. Similar way now the counter value, once again this statement if I execute, now the counter resetted to 1 and again suppose as I put a second breakpoint, I don't want to execute here directly. If I want to go here, even if there is a breakpoint, if we have okay somewhere else, example here, if you want to straight to make breakpoint directly to here, then if you run this, it will directly go to this breakpoint. Okay, now if I click this directly, it will stop to this breakpoint. If I click a continue, see directly it stopped here. Okay, like this. If I click here, now this is a loop again do. See the do again the same way if you see as the condition at the end. So if I do this, it will write it. Now the counter is 1 and if it is incremented, counter will become 2 and now the condition checking here. So here it checks, it satisfies, it will go up. Like that, it continuously, it will check. So once the value, counter value becomes 6, then only it will come out up from this loop. Now I don't want to check all these things. Okay, the loop, then you can click this breakpoint once again. Now if you continue, directly it will go to the next breakpoint. So it executed all the statements, all the loops, everything it's executed. So now if we go here and see, you can see all the do while loop also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's executed. Okay. So now similar way here, the loop, how the values it does, if you see now sum initially is 0. So X is 1, it's showing bottom. If I debug, so sum became now 1 because 0 plus 1, it becomes 1. Now X incremented. So again it will go up and sum will become 3 because the previous value was 1, 1 plus 2, it becomes 3. So like that, it continuously, if we loop, it will increase the sum value and increment value like that. So now X value is 5. So X less than or equal to 5, it is satisfying. So again it will go. So far the sum value is 10. Again it will go up. Now sum equal to sum plus X. X is 5. So sum is 10. So 10 plus 5, it will become 15. So now the value is 6. So the condition fails. So it won't go up now. Here itself it will come out. So that is how it executes the while do loops all. So now here we are just printing that value. Okay. So now it is done. So now the output, if you see, it printed all the values, counter, while example, do while example, and sum of values 1 to 5 equal to 15.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe to our channel for more videos.